You know what Pokemon really deserves some love? Poliwrath. Think about it, he's a Gen 1 rep, the OG buff frog, and has been a water and flying type long before my little Uber over here made it popular. He's been here all this time and hardly anyone gives him any attention. So why is that? Well, personally, I blame the anime. You see, when Ash and crew were in the Johto region, Misty would almost always use her Poliwhirl whenever she needed someone for a serious battle. Because of this, Poliwhirl got a heck of a lot of screen time and Poliwrath got left in the dust to be referred to as the angry Poliwhirl. But you know what I say? I think Poliwhirl is just the cutesy version of Poliwrath. Poliwhirl is what happens when an artist tries to draw Poliwrath but has no idea what muscle anatomy is and resorts to a simplified kawaii style. But despite this, young me never gave up hope on Misty's Poliwhirl, because this is Pokemon, and Pokemon evolve. Well, except for Pikachu, and Bulbasaur, and Squirtle, and all these others. Fast forward to the episode Outrageous Fortunes, Misty fights a trainer's Poliwrath with her Poliwhirl, who then loses, and reassures the now saddened Poliwhirl that one day he'll evolve into a Poliwrath. I was excited. Until they bought a Shyamalan and had him evolve into a Politoad. And you know what the worst part of that was? After that episode, Politoad never battled anymore. That job got taken by Corsola. He just became another one of the interchangeable characters that cheers Ash on when he battles. What's that? You're one of the few Pokemon Misty actually uses for battling? Too bad! Now you're a permanent member of the cheer squad. Now start clapping. You know, sometimes I wonder if there's an alternate timeline where he did evolve into a Poliwrath, got the attention he deserved, and wasn't limited to just the manga series and fan art. He could have gotten more moves, more merchandise, and maybe even a Mega Evolution. But no. He's just the angry Poliwhirl, left behind in the shadow of a lesser Mon. And let me tell you, he doesn't deserve it! He was meant to be the blow-up for Poliwhirl. He's the aftershock of a 90-day workout regimen for amphibians. Poliwrath is the guy who would walk into his high school reunion to show how buff he got since those days, and then all the lady frogs who want to have amplexus with him! Although if we're talking stat-wise, then yeah, he's not that great. None of his stats even reach 100. But there's a good reason for this. Poliwrath is what I like to call a mid-game Pokemon. He's one of the mons you get with stats good enough to help you through the mid-section of the game, but not quite as useful as others you come across in the late game. That is, unless you see the true potential of the Super Fighting Ribbit! You see, Poliwrath has access to this nifty little move called Belly Drum, which takes away half of his HP, but maxes out his attack stat. To put this into perspective, you know those Pokemon that like to stack Swords Dance? Well, that move takes them 3 turns to max out their attack. All Poliwraths do is go yeah. And he does all that shinks in 1 turn. Top that with the Slack Berry to turn him into Sonic the Hedgehog, you've got yourself an ace Pokemon! So please, show Poliwrath some love.